This will make you laugh. Brandon Staley is not expected to return to the 49ers coaching staff. This is a very somber occasion, according to Matt Mayoko, presumably because he's just freaking terrible as a coach, which is something that we knew before he came to the 49ers. I mean, the Chargers knew it. Everyone knew it. But the 49ers didn't know it. So a couple of things that are funny about this. One, the people who said just yesterday, and you know who you are, that Brandon Staley is a really good coach and would be a really good defensive coordinator. That was before the Jaguars hired Liam Cohn, and it looked like the Niners were going to have no choice, no other options, but to promote Brandon Staley to defensive coordinator. That's how close they were to being in complete, I mean, they are in kind of complete disarray, but they were actually going to promote this guy to defensive coordinator, and now it looks like they're just going to fire him instead because they got Robert Saleh, who's coming back to clean up their mess. So hilarious, the people that were trying to boost Brandon Staley as recently as yesterday. Hilarious, the people that thought that hiring Nick Sorensen, promoting Nick Sorensen last year and hiring Brandon Staley to help him was a good idea. I mean, that was a bad idea, and it was obvious from a mile away. Who's the defensive coordinator? Oh, neither one of them, because neither one's good enough to do it. You hired Sorensen, who needed help, and you brought in Staley, who isn't good enough, who no one wants to be a defensive coordinator. So I think now that it's done, or almost done, we can look back on the firing of Steve Wilks, the promotion of Nick Sorensen, and the hiring of Brandon Staley, the one-year illustrious Sorensen-Staley era with the 49ers is one of the dumbest, stupidest, worst decisions the Niners have ever made. I mean, it's up there with the Trey Lance trade, the Solomon Thomas pick. Brandon Staley was actually a coach for the 49ers. Now, we never really saw him do anything. Not really sure what his actual role was, but apparently whatever it was, he stunk at it. And it was his fault that the Niners were 6-11 last season. Kyle Shanahan is working so hard to fire people and scapegoat people for his 6-11 season. So now we got Brian Schneider, Nick Sorensen, and Brandon Staley. Who's next? Is he going to fire himself?